Not too much. Just watching this wild Buffalo Akron game. I tell you, it's going to be interesting to see if Buffalo can hang on to get a bowl game.
Yeah, the 11 and a half looks great on the Akron side. That was one of my free picks in the morning because I like
There
the
you
way they've been
go.
playing, and I don't like the way Buffalo.
Nice.
They could have wrapped up bowl eligibility against Kent, and they blew it. You know, so they had to reschedule this game for that reason. And yeah, it looks like Akron is. This is not the ugly Akron we've seen in many years. They've DJ Iron. I don't know if he's there today. It might be under Cuffler, but the quarterback plays
It's
definitely
under
improved.
Cooper.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
under Cuffler, right? It's been improved with that
Yep.
team.
Yeah, it's crazy because they were just running right through that Buffalo defense. I mean, that's where it's all been. And then a couple, mistakes by Buffalo there as well. Like, I don't know, muffing the punt in the end zone, that sort of thing. But it's just a noon football for you, I guess.
Yeah, well, see, the thing in Buffalo, they don't play those night games on action in Buffalo. It's too cold, right? That's why they're playing it early. They don't want to. They don't want to play the game. And if I was Buffalo, I would play the game at night. That would help me a lot, because that's a tough
No
place to
kidding.
play, But they don't want to play those games of the action at night in Buffalo. It's.
Yeah, you
Well,
just never get used to the cold playing ball. You just never get used to the cold.
and they'd have the advantage there if Akron had to play in that
That's
night
right.
game over. That would have been brutal. But anyway, we're going here to hockey on the ice there as the Rangers are host the Senators. The Rangers favorite here, minus 180, total 6.5.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that you could maybe say is cold is this like Senators team. I guess they're 3-6 here on the road, 6-4 though on the road puck line, so not too bad there. And then one over and 9 unders in their last 10 games here. Rangers, on the other hand, they're 4-5 at home, 3-6 on the home, 3-9 there on the home puck line. So again, they don't win by two, very often here. Also, they're one game up on the over. They're 5-4. But this game here is definitely going to be a rematch of Wednesday night's game where the Rangers won this one. 3-1, where I was just talking about they don't cover the puck line often. And there you go, they did it. But the Senators do have a little bit better offense, I think, here this season. But as of late, haven't been doing well. They've only scored 11 goals here in their last 5 games, averaging 2.2 a game. And most of those goals, 5 of them, were versus the Ducks. So they really haven't been playing, too well here as of late. Rangers, on the other hand, they've been putting up a little bit more. They scored 16 over their last 5, averaging 3.2 goals. But again, just like, the Senators, they scored 5 of those goals versus the Kings over their last 5 games. So that probably skews that a little bit there as well. Defensively, I think the Rangers have been playing well, here this season. I think they should be able to use their defense to keep, the puck out of the net here today. But I'm not going to look at a side. I don't really like it, when they're get up over, 150. I kind of prefer, that range there for all of my plays. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the total here. It's been a huge trend to the under. If you take a look at these two teams here head to head, they're 42-14. The Senators have about 9 trends to the under, if you just take a look at that. And then also the Senators here have pretty huge trends to the under, about 7 that I could find. The under 7-2 in the last 9 games following a win. I will be looking at the under 6.5 goals here today, Tony.
All right, so I'm Mindy here. Rangers Senators under 6.5 goals. Rangers seem to be able to defend these Senators well here. And looking at this one in this matchup, when you mentioned the trends, yeah, you look at the under. Boy, there's heavy trends here. 42, 14, and 12 the under here in their last 68 meetings. The last 30 in New York went 19, 6, and 5. The under. I'm pretty sure it's just the Rangers defending Ottawa.
Oh, 100%, right? I mean, Shesterkin hasn't had like the best year, right? I mean, he's at, 0.913 save percentage, so not terrible. But he's only allowing 2.58 goals a game. And then I believe Cam Talbot's in there for the Senators. And again, he's not been terrible, even though he's like 3-6 on the road. Or, I mean, 3-6, this season here overall. But he does have the actually better, save percentage, 0.918. But yet he gives up, 2.57 goals here on average as well. But again, the Senators have not had an over game in their last 10 since November 10th. So yeah, it's a pretty strong lean here to the under today.
Yeah, Talbot 2.57. He's broken with the Rangers, and he's been bouncing around the league with Edmonton, Minnesota now with with Ottawa, but a pretty good goal against here, average there. Rangers Senators under 6.5. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. Busy weekend. Got a lot going on. We got 3 on the ice, a lot of NBA board. The college of football is underway now. We have really 2 great games here in the prime time. Probably Friday looks to me more a little better card than Saturday, but still there's a lot going on Saturday as well. So good Friday night action here. NBA, of course, with the big card. NHL, the college hoops in there with a monster matchup, Gonzaga at Baylor. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, so I do have a nice package here today in the NBA since there's 11 games going there. Been up 457 units with my totals plays here this year on the NBA. And then also I do have only one play in NHL on that small, card today. But as you had showed, on the graphic there, plus 36 units here this month in the NHL. So been seeing the card pretty well. And then I have a play here in college football tonight. So we get 2 more games yet this evening. Big implications for both of those as well. Been up 650 units here this month in college football. And then where I'm in a lot of plays here, I got 10 of them today in college basketball. I put a 3-pack together on the early games for you. Or if you want to go ahead and just get them all, you can do a 7-pack of plays for college basketball. Then also I've done the best bet there too. Was off a winning day yesterday, 5-1 on my totals again. So I've been seeing the board really nice there. And then also, like you talked about, I'm part of that morning steam team. And when Ramona and I put our brains together with the morning steam, we're plus 1,048 units in college basketball. So I think you should feel confident with me. Got some winners in there that you could go ahead and pick up a package and feel good about these plays here tonight. And then if you don't want to go ahead and just do something just today, why don't you take a look at getting, the 3-day, 7-day, month-long package where you can get all of my plays for, that way you get them for a really low price. Per play where you can maximize your profits. So again, I think it's a good time. I'm seeing the board really well, so feel confident with me. Buy one of those packages. Get over there to Tony'sPicks.com right now and use the promo code TonyT at checkout.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Mindy Hahne over at Tony's Picks. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. And of course, that Mindy right now over at Tony's Picks in action here, as she mentioned, a college basketball 3-pack here. Early action right now over on the site, as well as 7-pack here from the NBA with this 11-game card. Also a 7-pack here of Friday night hoops and college hoops. So Mindy, a lot of action going on Friday night. Best bet from college football off this remaining 2 games on this board. Of course, a lot of action as well. Best bet as well from college basketball. But instead of buying these plays all individually, here we are on a Friday. Maybe a good time to get to try Mindy out. You want to try it out? Try to get out with that 3-day all sports pass. So you get all of Mindy's premium plays for 3 days. That includes all that includes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be really loaded here with action here, right? We got the Friday college football, the Saturday college football, the NFL coming in with a big card on Sunday. Got all the NBA. The college hoops cards are going to get bigger now, as well as NHL. So good time to get on board with Mindy. Try out with that 7-day pass. It's affordably priced there at $99. It's like $33 a day instead of buying the plays all individually. Just get the $99 pass, and then of course use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and that will save you 20% off. That knocks it down there to $79. They're using the promo code on that. Perfect. So way to go and get that 3-day pass. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page, and scroll down to the bottom, and you'll find near the middle of the page, you'll find the 3-day all sports pass. Also, you'll cross through all of her action here for today. In the stuff you see there in orange is profit guarantee. These are all 1-day passes. They must turn a profit, or the amount is the purchase credit back in your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. What you see in yellow is not, because as you can see, they're already sold at a substantial discount. So like we said, that 3-day pass is a real bargain when you use that promo code at $79 after the 20% discount at $79. So get on board with that 3-day pass. A really good value there over at Tony'sPicks.com, especially on our Fridays. We're loaded cards here. Championship weekend here for Saturday here. for the conferences from college football, NFL, NBA, NHL, big cards, on the Saturday cards. So a lot happening. So get on board right now with Mindy. Also, Mindy, we put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy. And of course, you're back tomorrow again with that morning steam in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time.
That's right. So you can find me at Twitter, Tony's Picks Mindy, where I have another play in college basketball today. It will be on the total. And like I said, been pretty hot with my totals here. So far, it's picked between Colgate and Auburn. So you can pick that one up totally for free just by going ahead and doing a little bit of extra work on the Twitter account over there. And then, yes, you can find me again as one half of the morning steam, where we have your host Ramon Scott going through all of the morning steam. So you get all of the, the line movement from the early morning hours to, I guess, the less early morning hours. Yeah, right before kickoff, basically, or tip off, or however you want to say. But yeah, we go over all of the cards in its entirety for the NHL and NBA. And then we will have all of the card tomorrow for college football. So we will be going over that as well. You'll have to come back and see us 2 days in a row to get the rest of the NFL. But you can get the early morning. They're already probably chopped up into, segments to find your favorite team. Or you can just watch the whole show in its entirety to get all of those picks. And then, of course, we do usually go ahead and pick out the best matchups of the day for you in college hoops. Like I said, where we've been killing it. Plus 1,048 units here this month. So we're ready and excited to get you some more winners. And we love when you guys come in and chat. It makes our day so much better. When we get to have all of that consensus, we get your input. It's been a lot of fun. We love the morning steam. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m.
That's right, guys. Check out Mindy with the Ramon in the mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern time with the morning steam. Now, if you want to listen to yesterday's show, there's some football up there you can take and listen to. Every pick, every show is in podcast form. Tony's Picks is the podcast available on all major platforms. Of course, just do a search Tony's Picks there in your major platform. And of course, many of you are at work right now. You want to drive home and listen? Do that on the podcast. All right, Mindy. I wanted to make note, too, when we're looking at Mindy's we talked about that 3-day pass. I failed to mention here. Also, that included in that 3-day passes are the late steam plays. They're not included here on these profit guarantee plays because those are pretty much you buy a 3-pack, you get a 3-pack. But if you get the All Sports Pass here, that 3-day All Sports Pass, that includes late steam plays, which are plays that the cappers load in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Now, not many sites do this. Probably the only site that does that. I believe there's a demand for this because a lot of times cappers, we have like everyone else. Picks are in at 11 a.m. Eastern time. After that, nothing in the system, right? Because members go in, they log in. They don't want to log in later and see, or you put a pick in, they miss it. We want everybody in there by 11 a.m. So what happens now is the cappers can load a play late in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. And if you're one of those members here for Mindy's 3-day All Sports Pass or longer, that pick is emailed directly to your inbox. We're only going to do that with the late steam. We're not going to put all the picks in. There's too much email to be sent. Just the late steam plays, the ones that are put in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, that's also part of that 3-day All Sports Pass. So any of the packages that are in yellow, the late steam is included there. So just want to make note of that because Mindy is in action a lot with some late steam. I noticed we can now see the velocity reports on these late steam, which a lot of cappers are now putting them in. We are now tracking the late steam. When you go under this, our leaderboard 2.0 is called Who's Hot. We put a lot more data there so you guys can check it out. Best bets, we're tracking the $15 premium pick. We're tracking the late steam. We're tracking spreads, totals, money lines. What else do we put? Money line, spreads, totals. Yep, and totals as well. So a lot more data. And we're going to continue to track more data for you. This is our 2.0 leaderboard now up on the Who's Hot link. Check it out. And of course, the late steam is part of the 3-day All Sports Pass. Wanted to make note of that. All right, Mindy, as always, great having the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
All right, those are awesome features. I think they're really cool. So I appreciate all your hard work, and I'm sure that the folks will love it. I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you, and see you on Monday. Mindy Hahne here on